Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 120! Hey, let's get this. Shoot!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check. Check 37. Man 5-7. Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You ain't got nothing. Tight right, tight right. Alert, 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 alert. Mike 28, Mike 28. I got you. I got you. Gotta go in and out. Let's go. Mike, he's coming. He's coming. Check in.
On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Two Jack.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Go. 280! 54! Right, 54! All day, dog. Right there, 54. Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Let's go. Hey, Alpha! Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Crunch time, defense. 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Come on, guys. We got this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming for it.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brings up second and 9.
Exit.
At the 38-yard line.
Like 28. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On second and 9, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Check. Front. 28. Mike, 28. Let's go.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Watch the run.
Guys, 4 down.
Run left. Target. Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Let's go.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
You can't block me.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They start on the ground here at Sanders. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Check 52.
Second and 6.
5'9".
Hey,
Haywood.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Wentz on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
There we go. Back match. 180. You're not 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Bravo. 54. Let's go. Great.
Check the backer. Out. Mike spot 4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Hey, 57. Kill. Hey, orbit.
Watch out.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Small.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Rabbit.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
20!
54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
57, 57.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, back man. 280!
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Straight 15, straight 15!
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Watch the edge.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch, a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, B. Big series.
Sunday, Sunday!
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. This is caught. A nice gain of 21 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They come out here in the eye.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D. 25. Check 25.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, kill, hey, 4, don't kill. Hey, zoom.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies cry.
Wentz going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vincent Mayoa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, exit.
It's a safety creep.
Sunday, Sunday. What's up?
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Let's 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He's coming. We got double up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All day.
74.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, wahoo!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Around the NFL 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
No.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Go, go, go. Under 10. 14.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. A terrific run there by Penny. 45 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
14. Watch the twins. Check.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check. All day, baby. All day.
Bang out. Bam.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Penny, a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Check 12. Check 14, got it.
4th down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another run here with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Eagles, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,